believers of Christ. Hope you're doing well. So today I'll be taking you guys through Genesis chapter 6 verse 14, and it says, "So make yourself an ark of cypress wood, make rooms in it and coat it with pitch inside and out." That's the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. So this verse has 7 main teachings or lessons we can take away from it. The first one, obedience requires specific instructions. God gave Noah precise directions for the ark. Following God often requires exact obedience, not partial or assumed understanding, as seen in John chapter 14 verse 15. That's a spoiler, we'll get there. The second teaching, faith includes action. Noah didn't just hear God's plan, he built the ark. Faith is demonstrated through practical steps and work, as seen in James chapter 2 verse 17. That's a spoiler, we'll get there. The third teaching, God provides clear guidance for preservation. The ark was a means of salvation from the coming flood. God gives tools and instructions to protect and preserve his people. Yes, God always gives tools, help, guidance, and instructions to protect us, faithful people who love and serve him. The fourth teaching, preparation is essential. Rooms shall thou make pitch it within and without. This shows careful planning. The use of pitch shows God's careful planning. God calls us to prepare thoroughly when following his guidance. Yes. The fifth teaching, salvation requires effort. Noah's obedience required work, time, and resources. Receiving God's blessings often involves diligence and perseverance. Yes. Receiving God's blessings often involves diligence and perseverance. That is very powerful. The sixth teaching, God uses extraordinary things for extraordinary purpose. No, God uses ordinary things for extraordinary purposes. Cypress wood or gopher wood, pitch, and rooms were ordinary materials. God can turn simple resources into instruments of his salvation, as we've seen here. The seventh teaching and final teaching, protection comes through God's design. The ark's design ensured safety amidst chaos of the coming flood. Following God's instructions is a form of spiritual and practical protection. We as Christians should follow God's instructions exactly, even when they seem unusual. We as Christians should act in faith, not just hear or know about God's plan. Yes, actions speak louder than words. We as Christians should plan and prepare carefully for God's given tasks. We as Christians should use the resources we have faithfully, because they can become instruments for God. We as Christians should understand that salvation and blessings require effort and diligence. We as Christians should trust God's design because they are for our protection and his glory. We as Christians should understand that obedience today safeguards us for tomorrow's challenges. So that's all I had for today, guys. Thank you very much, and as usual, God bless.